Look, studying doesn't have to be that way. I use these exact five study techniques that took me from being completely overwhelmed to being able to manage my work faster and actually remembering what I did. These are not just weird hacks, these are actual study techniques that are built upon four core principles. I'll be taking you through all four of these principles. Firstly, active recall. Here's the deal: rereading or highlighting isn't studying. Your brain is just chilling, not learning. Active recall is about pulling information from your memory. It's like giving your brain a workout. And trust me, this works way better than you think. Second, lead a Pomodoro technique. Short, focused sprints. You study for 25 minutes and take a quick break. This keeps your brain sharp and stops you from burning out. If you've ever sat at your desk for hours wondering why nothing's sticking, yeah, this is your fix. Feynman's law. This one's fun. If you can't explain something in simple terms, you don't really understand it. Flow state. You have those rare moments when you're so focused you forget anything else. That's flow. The key to getting there: clear goals and cutting out distractions. Alright, now you got the basics down. These will change the way you study. Okay, first up, building my system. Don't let the fancy names scare you. This one's super simple and insanely effective. You use flashcards to test yourself, but here's how you change the way you use flashcards. Basically, you sort them into groups of how well you know them. It's like sorting them out into different boxes. Box 1 is for topics you do not know. Box 2 could be for topics you would know but you need to revise. Box 3 could be topics that you completely know and do not need to revise. I use this for learning vocabulary, and let me tell you, it's a game changer. You can even skip the manual work and use an app like Anki. It does all the sorting for you. Next up is the 90-30 rule. Here's how it works. For 90 minutes, you go straight into flow, right? You get your brain into the flow mode for 90 minutes. You have no distractions, just deep focus. Then you take your 30-minute break to recharge. Think of it like a workout for your brain. In these 90 minutes, we are pushing your brain. You're giving your brain new knowledge. The 30 minutes is to recover and move on to your next focus session. Instead of just going for 2 hours straight, using this 90 and 30-minute rule, you could stay focused for longer periods of time. The SQ3R method. The SQ3R method is perfect for breaking down dense or huge textbooks. SQ3R stands for Survey, Question, Read, Recite, and Review. Here's how it works. Skim the material first to get the big picture. Then ask questions about what you're about to read. After this, dive in and read actively. But don't stop there. Summarize what you learned in your own words and review it there. This method actually helps you understand what you're studying and not just to memorize it. An app like Notion can be used to organize all of your notes that you brought up. Let's talk about mind map. This is also one of the best ways if you know how to do mind map. Start with a central idea and branch out into related concepts. It's like turning your notes into a mini map of your brain. You'll see connections you didn't even realize were there before. I use this for brainstorming and organizing topics before exam. If you prefer registered tools or check out MindMeister, it's clean and easy to use. Other than this, you can use Obsidian to also organize your notes and your mind mapping in one place. Finally, interleaved practice. This one's all about mixing things up. Instead of studying this one subject like social or biology, try and mix up all these subjects. In one session, you try to study both biology and physics. It's a little harder at first, but it forces your brain to stay that. This method has helped me so much, especially during exams in which you need to study both biology, physics, and chemistry in such a short amount of time. Try using apps like Quizlet to shuffle your sessions or shuffle your content so you can study through all of these quickly. This also helps you actively recall what you have learned on that specific subject. Look, these techniques aren't bad. They work because they're simple, effective, and backed by science. Whether you're trying to ace a test, finish assignments, or just be less stressed during a test, this will get you there. These 5 techniques will for sure get you there and help you study faster and better. I would recommend implementing these techniques one by one and seeing what works best for you. All 5 are not for one subject. You try diversifying what technique is required for which subject. And if this video help you out, sub.